men are expected to be the strength of relationships and business, some friendships, right? We carry this burden of trying to be the stronger individual and ignore our weaknesses, ignore our happiness. Like, our focus is, I have to be strong. Right? And how do we combat the struggle that men feel internally in trying to be or being strategically weak?
Yeah, I think because the paradigm has it framed in such a way where we view things like being emotional as weakness. I wanted to use that because it already existed to say, well, let's learn how to be strategically weak. Let's learn how to lean into that emotionality as a choice, more so than having to deal with that emotionality because I can no longer hold it back. Many times men are working against that internal force, which is like, I'm depressed, but I can't show that. Or I'm worried about money, but I can't show that. And the nuances of being told it's a safe space to say these things, oftentimes we feel isn't something we can fully trust because we know that information I give, that's going to impact the person I'm saying it to. Because my wife depends on me for stability. So if her man ain't good, the provider of that stability, I can only imagine how that's going to affect her headspace. This is just me thinking as a man.
Yep.
But I recognize to some degree she needs to be let in on the truth of what's going on. And so here comes the timing of things. And this is why I talk about being strategically weak, because there's a time for that. I'm not just imploring men to just cry every day and to just become victims to what they're going through.
Yeah.
But there's a time when that's necessary. There's a time when we have to show our wives and we have to show our community, like, listen, I'm in the same position as you, going through the same things you're going through, bro. I want you to be able to look at me in my pain, but then to also watch how I navigate this thing in a healthy way that we may not always be used to.